Let
What's
me know.
up, my guy?
What's the word, boy?
I've not seen you. You just like traveling the whole country, going here, going there. What's up?
Man, I can't call it, dog. You feel me? Just trying to live life, man.
Yeah. We're here
Everything
with
going.
with a professional. Professional. Oh my God. Give me some money, man.
Man, I ain't making no money for real, dog.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get my ends right. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, screenshot that before it go away.
What up?
Oh my god. Got it. Got that. Man, he like McCray.
What's up, Dino?
What's up?
Hey boy, you fresh out of prison?
Something.
My boy did a 5-year bid. Terry, how we doing, good brother?
Well, I got my vaccine too.
When did you get yours?
Like a month and a half ago, 2 months maybe.
You making all the money, Mr. Airplane Man.
No. But I mean, it is what it is. We make a little bit, enough to put cheese on the table.
Hey, listen, guys, it was good talking to y'all. I gotta go because I am not gonna sit up here and be lied to. This man
Right.
And
That's our line. Me and Terry J, that's our line.
Literally.
Terry, that's our line, not Dino either.
I ain't rocking it in like that, bro.
I heard about you, big mover.
Yeah, don't do that, boy. You got a 2-house. You got two. How you say that? Two people income, whatever. You know what I mean? No, it's just me and Terry around here.
Mujevali. My name is Bani Kivuka, and welcome to another episode of the Ugandan Boy Talk Show. Welcome once again to the Ugandan Boy Talk Show. And today I decided to bring my whole squad here. So everybody can meet these. I don't know how to introduce them, but they will introduce themselves.
Hey, listen, I'm used to people that you can just introduce me, bro. All
right. Let me just introduce all of you.
There we go.
So today I decided to bring all my friends, guys I went to college with, lived most of my life with, 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. And from my screen on top, I have Mr. Terri Stoker. Wave to the people. Bishop Terri Stoker. And then I have to my bottom, my bottom left. Yeah, I have Mr. Jacquin Jones.
What's the word?
And then I have the Wakanda brother, Dino Buegar from Liberia.
Yes, sir.
He's not from Liberia.
Where is he from?
What are you talking about?
He looked like he just got out of prison. I ain't gonna lie.
Stop hating, man. We supposed to elevate out here, man.
I'm doing my job. I'm telling you.
But anyway, you guys know I started a podcast where I talk about stories, about life, about anything. Like my podcast is open to different stories. So I've had a topic on the back of my head about college, and all of us happen to go to the same college. We all met at a college, and different people have been talking about different things. And I came up with a topic that college is a scam to some people. And we're going to discuss that today. In that, we're going to talk about college life, what we think about college, what we got out of college, what we didn't get out of college, like how did that benefit you, how did it not benefit you. And so I had some research that I got, and most people's problem of college was like tuition. Like some people say like college is one of the biggest financial scam in the world. But so to begin with, I just want anybody who can say like, what do you think about the topic? Like, do you think college is a scam? And if not, why don't you think so?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. College most definitely is a scam.
Why you say that? Why do you say that?
Because anything you can learn in college is pretty much what you didn't learn in high school. It's just repeated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then the thing is, like, so like say you do like nursing or stuff like that. The only thing you will be learning is the hands-on stuff.
Yeah.
That'll be new. Everything else is just is repetitive. Literally, that's all it is. But it's a necessary scam, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, in order for you to make a certain amount of money, you gotta have that little paper.
Yeah.
Which that paper was pretty cheap, might I add. But hey, you need it. So.
But I was reading somewhere, and actually, this is also another experience that I have. Like Google and some other companies, they don't require people to have their degrees. Like I was saying, degrees are not necessary. So like Google, Apple, and Netflix, they no longer require their employees to have a college degree, because it's mostly due to like if you know everything about an iPhone, you can work at Apple Store. Like you know how to operate an iPhone, like you can work there. So most people don't. And like where I work, they have a program, apprentice program, where they bring in the kids that came out of high school and they train them how to work on airplanes. And in 2 years they work there while they're getting paid. And in 2 years they get their license, and now they're full-time mechanics. They don't have to go to college. So, like not necessarily that you need a degree, but I get your point, like what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, it definitely depends on what you're wanting to get into. So for our case, I mean, we all essentially we went to a Christian college, right, to get some sort of ministry degree. So to me, that's more so a scam, because you get out of a place like Great Lakes Christian College, and I mean, if you want to make money, you're not going to. There's not any sort of money flow, in what we're doing. But as far as our spiritual like development and whatnot, I'd say we're top tier. So that part's not necessarily the scam. But if you're trying to get out of college and make some sort of crazy money, I think the route we went is a scam. Spiritually, it was great for us all. I think I can speak for all of us, but financially,
speak for yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna go to Jay because Jay looked like he had something to say.
Hey, listen, I don't know what you talking about. I ain't go to school to be no mister. Because I'm going to school to be a nurse. That is it. Ministers don't make no cheese, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, like
that's what I'm saying.
And I understand it. I can understand that, you feel me, because you're supposed to be giving your money to the less fortunate. But me, I need some money. So I like to travel, brother. I can't do nothing with $20,000.
But yeah, like on the statistics, actually, it shows like 44% of undergraduates are not able to identify like industry they want to work for once they graduate. So like most people who go to college, they go because their parents want them to go to college, or that's what everybody is doing in the society. So
it also doesn't help that. Yeah, I was just gonna say it also doesn't help that there's things like YouTube now. You can learn anything off of YouTube. So I go pay $60,000 or whatever when you can go on YouTube, learn all that stuff for free. And if someone gives you a chance to prove yourself, you're in. So that part, as far as like college is a scam, I think that's where it really hits. And that's no knock to the teachers and all these academia people or whatnot, but that's just the reality of it. But like Jay said earlier too, it's like a necessary thing for now, because that's just it just looks good to get a paper degree or whatever, but it's not necessary. It's really not necessary, but it is. They make it that way.
Yeah, when I was thinking about that, Ali, actually, I thought of just what you just say, like the accessibility of internet. You can literally learn anything like online. Like you don't really have to go to school. Like think about it, when they had COVID, like we we didn't have to go to college. You could be at your house and study and get a degree, and so you don't have to do all that.
I was at the crib doing nothing.
Terry, you've been quiet.
Yeah. Well, one of my biggest things I tell my family, I tell my siblings a lot is I believe in being educated. College, I don't believe it's for everybody, but be educated, learn a trade, learn something, study, read books. That's the biggest thing about it. The money part of college, yes, is a scam. I'm just gonna be a little. I owe over $40,000 after 4 years. Yeah, it's
40.
40,000.
Jeez.
Mr.
Boy,
Brown
that's a
says
whole new
$40,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I owe a lot of money after going to college, and like the biblical theology part, yeah, that's good. It's good. It was good to learn and grow more spiritually in that aspect. And I am actually working in my field with psychology, so that's a good part of it. But like a lot of times through my classes say, just knowing the right books to read is what helped me learn these type of things, And, if I would have known that before going to college, I could have just read the right books for a lot cheaper,
Yeah. Hey, so look, do y'all think like learning or getting that biblical theology degree is worth $40,000?
No, I don't think so.
It's a survey of the Bible. A brief overview, no.
Yeah, Dino, let's see what your answer is. Yeah, let me see.
I'm torn because these professors that have dedicated their lives to, teaching us the word and digging into the word themselves for them to be able to do so. They have to make a livelihood, right? Like if you're doing ministry, I hate that there's not enough money supporting people the way they should be, So for that aspect, I would feel bad saying, oh, well, it's not worth it. But at the same time, it is money. That money has to be paid somewhere at some point if you choose to go to that, to a college to get a said degree. So I'm torn. If they're making the money they're supposed to in order to do kingdom work in that way and to prepare people like us, I say amen to that. But on the other side of it, that's tough.
My problem.
It's just an unfortunate situation.
My problem why I said no when Jay asked the question was like, if you're gonna be like a ministry, like why do they throw in these other classes that you don't even need? Like, they make you take a bunch of other classes to make extra money of it. Which, if you wanted to be a minister, they should just teach you what you need to be a minister. Like, don't make me study biology. Like, am I gonna be like a minister of something? Like, why do I need biology to?
You might be ministry in biology. A minister of biologist.
So that's the part I didn't really like. Like, why do you throw in these other stuff to like we paid stuff like student fee, and I mean I'm not gonna go against the college I went to because actually I got an opportunity to get a scholarship, so I'll be on that side. so I'm not gonna go. But that's where I was gonna put my point is like, if somebody wants to be a minister, then they should be helped like in sponsored like what scholarships and stuff like that. But like Dino say, there isn't enough money for that kind of stuff. But people who want to go south, they shouldn't be paying money.
Yeah.
My bad, I got a message.
So you disappeared?
No, all I did was like, I was trying to
slide down.
But yeah, no, the point that Terry was making, like actually I have a percentage pulled up here, and it says according to the US News and World Report, the average price of the in-state tuition for 2019 and 2020 year was $10,116, and with public out-of-state costing was $22,577 on average, and private colleges costing 36, which Great Lakes is a private college, 36,801, and some costing 50,000, And remember, these prices are just 1 year. So for students that go to school like 4 years, Terry was right to say like he's over 40,000 a day. Like if you pay 10,000 every year, by the end of 4 years, you have 40,000.
Well, my good brothers, I'm not no part of that. I promise you that. Nowhere near that. Not 40, not. I don't even think I'm close to 20, to be honest.
Yeah, you got to get lucky, man. Like for me, I mean, I got lucky. I got the full ride scholarship, you know. But like my wife, she is just too smart, so she got tons of crazy scholarships that when she got out, she wasn't nearly as close to that number, you know. Like she only owed a little bit. So you gotta get lucky, and it makes you think like you need to take high school a little more seriously to get those kinds of scholarships. Right. So if you do that, you might make it out okay. If you don't, that's tough.
Here's the trick. You be smart for sure, right? But also,
oh boy. Oh boy.
You gotta be good at what you do.
Yeah. I'm not good at what I do.
Sorry, Terry. No, Terry's not even that you're not good at what you do. You are just not liked. That's the thing. No one likes you.
Jay, no one likes you.
No, we're not spreading hate on this podcast. We spread love.
What is happening on this podcast?
I don't know what's happening, but I was gonna say too, like it looks like we're going off the topic, but we didn't talk about the cost of books. Like if you have, there's some professors who was like, oh, you need to buy these texts, you need these books, so you have to to buy. Do you know when they give us like homework and like you don't have the book? It's like, hey, you got this book. Like it forces you to buy it because you need it.
And listen, here's the thing. That's why I felt good about this. I never bought a book. This is why. One, they was too high. Two, I knew you or Terry was gonna buy the book. So
I mean, on an average semester, I usually spent about $200 to $300 on books.
Never a day in life.
Well, I mean, freaking psychology. One psychology book would be $150 almost.
Yeah, Matt would have been getting a bill from me. I ain't gonna lie.
But I think actually my bill was like $700 at one time.
700.
Yeah,
books.
Yeah.
Well, that's a car note.
But the good thing is, like I said, the scholarships helped me out because I would use some of the money to buy the textbooks. So I feel like kids who get scholarships, they're good to go to college. Like it's fine. But like, if a kid, if he doesn't know what they want, I don't think college is right for them. And people are not telling these things to the kids. Like, hey, you need to go to college. And the kid will go to college, study some degree that they don't even know what they're going to be. And then at the end of the day, he has to pay these student debts and he didn't get a job, or he's doing something that's not even close to what he went to college for.
I agree with that 100%.
Me, I kind of don't. I'm not gonna lie. So like, my thing would be like, if someone is fresh out of high school, I feel like they need to take a test. Like normally, like they in high school you take like a assessment test about like what your interests, based off what your interests are and likes and stuff like that, right? Even off that, if you don't know exactly what you want to do with that, I honestly believe that you should probably just go and get a general studies degree, like associates. So that way you dibbling and dabbling in pretty much every single major possible, honestly. You know what I mean? So that's gonna get you in front of a lot of different things where you can see, okay, this class is more hands-on. Okay, I kind of like that. And then, you know what I'm saying, as you keep going, you feel me, you get more exposed to more stuff, and then you literally will find out what you want to do. Or at least something to make some money off of, at least until you figure out what you exactly want to do.
I see what you're saying too. it's one of those things when Bonnie made his statement, I was thinking about like students that come in who weren't great students in high school to begin with. And, you know, they just couldn't make it in college. That's not a knock to them. Like everyone's made and built different, right? Mentally, spiritually, whatever you want to say. So some people just can't, they just can't handle it, but they're being told by, you know, society that, oh, you need to get this degree or you need to go to college. That's a wasted, like Terry saying 40 grand, but that's wasted money there. Come on now. If you really honestly come out of high school and you still can't read properly, you still can't read and comprehend, you still can't do all these things that are necessary for college, why are you going in anyway? But colleges nowadays seem to be taking in those people. Then you drop out half, you know, the middle of the semester because you can't handle it. Then what happens? You're in debt and you can't, you know, you haven't gotten your degree or whatnot. That's when Buddy made that statement. That's what I was thinking about. Those kids need to be protected.
Yeah,
that's
and
the
that
same thing I
part
was
makes
saying.
a lot of sense. Because like, so like if those kids are not ready for that type of stuff, right? There's gonna come a point in time, it's like, why aren't you ready? Why aren't you ready? It got to be some type of self accountability there. They're like, okay, I need to do this. I need to do, like, regardless of what you think about it, you literally gonna have to do it in a sense, so you can be successful, make some type of money, some type of living for yourself or your family or whatever it is. Even if you don't even got to go to like the school, you know what I'm saying? You can go to trade school, do stuff with hands on.
Yeah.
But like, it comes to a point in time where, you know what I'm saying, you literally gonna have to, like, people like not taking grades stuff serious. Like, but you gotta, at some point you gotta take it serious. Or you end up on the corner, homeless. I need money, do whatever for some change.
No,
not to crack jokes on them, but I'm saying though, that could be a real possibility.
What about the people who went to like terrible schools, like schools that didn't have the necessary resources to prep them? You know what I mean? Like, it's not their fault that they went to inner city schools or whatever that didn't have the financial backing to be developed and whatnot. You know, like those people are way behind, and they might not be able to have that mental awareness to go out and, you know, go get theirs, because the way they grew up, their school system failed them. So I think that's part of the problem too, is there's a lot of schools that aren't getting the necessary financial backings to prep people for schooling. So if you were unfortunate and you went to one of those schools that didn't prepare you, like, how are you supposed to, and society's telling you, go to college, do this, do that. How are you supposed to thrive? Like, all of us have different mentalities. I went to school in Africa, but the best school in Liberia anyway. Like, so I was able to still get my mental capacity right. So when I went to Great Lakes, I wasn't no scrub in the academic field, but I got lucky. What if I were to go to some school that didn't, you know, some high school that didn't have all that?
I mean,
I wouldn't be in a good spot.
True. That's very true.
Yeah, I mean, and to add on what Dino was saying, like, for me, to come to the US, you had to like send your result first to like an organization, World Education Service. So they'll convert your grades to like the American system, and then to make sure like you are able, or you are in that position to attend college here. And that's where I was gonna say, like, from Dino's point, like, I wish colleges would see people and like, or advise the students, like, would you consider these other options if they see somebody's really struggling? But then as I was thinking about that, I was like, what if a kid really wants to go to college and they really want to do their career, but they are struggling? Like, how can college convince a
system
child?
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think like something like I'm gonna just address yours first, buddy. So like, I think with like the help that colleges get, like the JUCO that I went to, which is OCC, like they have like different programs and stuff like that to help the underachieved students. You know what I mean? So like, when you come in, you got boom, you got this mandatory mandatory study sessions. You got this mandatory tutoring sessions. You got this, and this. Like these different type of things are in place to help you succeed or get you where your brain, because it's like, okay, now I'm thinking as a college student. I'm not thinking as no high school freshman, sophomore type deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like certain things that's put into place for them. I sound like I'm pro college right now, huh?
But also, like, Great Lakes has a program of is it what they call it?
Academic success.
Academic
Okay,
success,
all right.
like that.
That's not the best.
I know.
Yeah, but I mean, we got to take into account how small the school is, though. Like at least they got
true.
But the one thing that I do like about Great Lakes is that like that one-on-one that you can have with the professors, you know. And so like if you are struggling in a class, you can go and speak with a professor, you know, and they may be able to connect you with a TA or somebody like that, or put you in tutoring with somebody that have been through the class already, you know, to help you catch up. So like that is the one thing that I did like about Great Lakes.
Like with Big Lloyd. Mary.
Yeah,
like,
Mary.
She's very beneficial. She's very beneficial.
If it was not for her.
Hello.
Yeah, I wouldn't have passed those.
Hey.
I might still be in there.
Where nobody would.
You're so lucky.
But it's really come down to how willing you are to push yourself outside of the classroom too.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Unless you're like really good at getting by.
No, you
gotta
I feel like to go to college, you really have to. You said something about unless you're really good at, say it.
Unless you're good at getting by.
Oh, who said that?
Yeah, but then something else was said after.
I know. I didn't hear it, but let's just roll with it. They're gonna call each one of you and say, return your degree.
right. They're gonna revoke my scholarship.
It's like, hey,
you owe us X amount of money.
Yeah, we canceled your scholarship, so you have to pay all that.
Oh, man.
But the one thing we didn't talk about, do you know how crazy the housing was at Great Lakes? Like how expensive it was really expensive.
What did it was like? It was like 4,000 or something like that.
Was that with food? Like 4,000 with food?
Yeah. So like living in the dorms, you automatically get the food plan. Now that all depends on the food plan. All depended on like your choice though. Like if you was eating every meal, you get 17. Feel me? Eat majority meals 15, and then you know the least was 12. My junk was 12. I put my junk on 12.
Right.
And I eat almost every day.
Yeah. But no, but like meals was only a couple $100, really. Only a few $100.
Right.
Out of that 4,000. Hey, come on, man.
What are you doing?
You got to cut that out.
You messing it up for the next generation.
Come on, man.
Oh, I didn't know. My mouth flipped.
Finally, like, I don't care. I'm out of there.
But yeah,
these two are scammers. They play. Let me go work in the kitchen real quick.
Hey.
That's what's up.
Don't know the deal.
No, but I think Bonnie. Oh, I was just gonna say, I feel like you're onto something too, because these colleges need to keep up with the economic system and whatnot. Right. So they're out here needing to jack their prices up in a way to be competitive with these other colleges around and how the economy is looking. So, I mean, I think the housing prices is crazy. Again, thank you, Great Lakes, for that scholarship, because I didn't have to pay for it. So I ain't talking bad about it. I'm just saying I see why those prices are high. You know, the economy, man.
Yeah.
Or trying to keep up and be competitive.
It's the same thing to me. I'm not trying to talk against Great Lakes, but and this topic is for general like college, like even other college. But we happen so to be like we all went to to the same college. I go like so.
What is he doing?
I had came outside, you feel me? I had to make sure the light was good still. Mm-hmm.
But what is one thing you would say you got out of college that you didn't have when you went to college? Is there something that you can point out like this is what I benefited from college?
My receding hairline.
I think it's more so of the people that I've met. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily nothing I've learned. It's more so of the people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everywhere, every college I've been to, you know what I'm saying? Like I've met like beneficial people, you know what I'm saying? People that I am still friends with. So like to this day, you know what I mean? Like most of them I treat like family. I mean, like y'all suckers, you know what I mean? So you feel me? So yeah, I think like just more of the connection with the folks.
How about you, Terry?
Well, like just the educational aspect of it, because I would never had the wherewithal to go and study myself. So like actually having those classes really did help me to actually go and to look more into like I said, the field of biblical theology and the counseling psychology. And because of those classes, now, you know, I'm able to study on my own and look and know what the good and the bad is, you know, like when I'm reading and doing studying, you know what's truth and not.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate your college? Yeah, like from what you benefited from, how would you rate that from the college you went to?
7.
Okay.
7.
How about you, Jay?
Say that question again.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you scale what you benefited from the college you went to?
I don't know. I ain't never thought of that one. I guess the safe bet would go with like a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, like a 7-ish for sure. Yeah.
Dino. First, we want to know what you benefited from Great Lakes, and then you give us your rating.
Okay. Well, I think I'll just have to echo what Terry and Jay were kind of saying. For me, I feel like I was able to learn a lot about myself, like as Terry was saying, but also meet people that, you know, I feel like I created this bond with that is going to be forever. And obviously I met my wife at Great Lakes. So that in itself is amazing. So yeah, it wasn't a bad experience by any means. As far as benefiting, probably a 6, 7.
Yeah.
And I'm just speaking off of the fact that, you know, I went to school to, you know, for a Bible theology and youth ministry major, and here I am, I'm working in a manufacturing company, you know what I mean? Like, so it's not like I'm using my degree, you know, and getting paid for it or whatever, but spiritually I was, you know, I was equipped and able to learn what I needed. So
yeah, actually,
that's
I got a question, guys. Y'all ready?
What's up, Jay?
What? Why do you just put a hat on, Terry?
Well, look, I noticed everybody got something on their head. So I kind of felt left out.
No, you said something about hairline, and all of a sudden there it is. It's hats on.
My boy Terry, that's Daddy Terry right there. Quit playing.
But anyway, I think I'll echo with what Dino was saying. I met my wife at Great Lakes too, so that's a plus. But also the relationships I met, like with you guys, it's something that will live with me forever. I mean, I've benefited because the classes I took, I think, like from those cross-cultural studies, they helped me to learn a lot about life, like living with other people. And it's something that I'm applying to my life. Like all this stuff going on in the world today, like relating with other people and with people from different cultures. That's something that I think it's a plus for me that I got out of Great Lakes, that I would say I learned something. So, but other than that, I think my biggest problem with college is making me study stuff I don't need, like the biology. I'll still stick to the point. Like you don't, you don't have to make me
I
study.
really mad about that.
But it was easy though. Like
It wasn't like that.
Oh, y'all didn't have it like that?
No, my biology. I had to take a real biology class.
Oh, that's tough.
Me too.
nutrition.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
They didn't even allow me to take nutrition.
Oh, they didn't? Did
No.
you had it already or what?
I got to take it out of a different university.
Mm.
You gotta take it, or you took it out of different university?
No, I gotta take it out of a different university.
You need to return that degree, bro.
Right.
You can't graduate without nutrition.
Requirements.
Yeah.
No, remember when I first came in Great Lakes, I already had my associate's degree.
That's
Oh,
why.
yeah. That makes sense.
Hey, at least they didn't make you take intro to computer and basic writing.
Oh yeah, I did that too.
My
I
very first class,
already did that too.
yeah, my very first class was what was a noun. I said, I'm in college and we're talking about nouns.
A person, place, or thing. Don't you forget that, Terry.
A what? But
It's been 4 years ago. Terry never forgot.
Yeah, my boy, you over there tripping.
But the whole point, like I hate it when colleges turn into business. Like, it's a business, but like
Mhm.
when they pull the business more than anything else, like they're just trying to get money out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's the part that I don't really like about colleges. Like they should work with you. They should understand that if you don't need this, you don't have to take it. They should get to that point.
Mhm. They got to keep up, man. They got to keep up. I think that's the main reason why.
Somebody got to get them dollars.
Mhm. Mhm.
They see it.
Yeah.
Somebody got to get them dollars, boy. So
Um,
they like, why not us?
So I think that, like, for the people listening, that they take out from this, like, I think for me, I would say before you go to college, look for an affordable school. Like, don't go to like a
Mhm.
really expensive school just because you're approved for financial aid. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna pay. I didn't even know you have to pay interest on the financial aid, but like every time it builds up,
Interest.
and that's a scam right there. You pay interest
Oh,
on.
what, buddy? Oh, what? I don't got that problem.
If you get that,
You didn't.
Yeah.
You don't go what?
I don't got that problem.
Student loan. Well, we ain't got it right now because of COVID.
Oh, but
What?
yeah.
No, what you say, Terry?
You don't get interest on your student loans right now because of COVID. So if you got student loans, you should be trying to pay them now. Why you ain't getting no extra interest? And I've been doing it all this last year.
Oh my God! Wait, we said nothing. You're a terrible friend. You're terrible.
Oh, mister, I ain't got to worry about that. I ain't got no $40,000.
I knew got no $40,000 now.
What would you tell somebody who is planning to go to college?
I'm tired of going first, but somebody else go first, bro.
I say do your research. Do your research and look into, like, if you know what program or like what you want to get in, what degree you want to get into, do your research of the colleges, look at the different tuitions, look at the accreditation. The accreditation is really important to see if it's a good college or not.
Mhm.
Like, just really doing your research before you just go, and if another college that's cheaper, have better accreditation, go there, and what's in your price range, kind of. That's
Right.
the biggest thing I can say about it. And make sure See, make sure if the college tell you have to do it, have a whole nother degree, you know, before you go.
Mm-hmm. Like people who did psychology, some people go into that, they don't know they have to get their masters to actually work outside it. So somebody will go for 4 years, and then at the end of it, it's like, oh, you need your masters to get actually a job as this, whatever they call them, psychologist or psychiatrist or something like that, or close to that. I don't know.
Yeah, psychologist.
How about you, Dino? What would you
whatever they call it? Tell them, whatever they call it.
Whatever they call it.
Yeah, I think Terry hit on a lot of stuff. I mean, just know what you're getting into. And I think it's important to weigh the pros and cons. Like if you're going into a said field, just make sure, like, are you trying to get money out of this or not? You know, like in our case, ministry, there's not really money in ministry unless you somehow make it into like a mega church. And even then, it's hard to, you know, make it in. So are you okay with the amount of debt you're gonna accrue or accumulate? And is that gonna, you know, weigh in with what you're going into? Like if you're okay with that, then go for it. Know your scholarships, know what's out there to help you financially, and go on from there. That's what I say. Yeah.
The other thing I would add on to that is also like do the research about, check out the job placements, like for the program you want to do. Like, like you talked about it, Dino, like make sure if you do this program, there's jobs available for that, and you're able to make the kind of money you're going to invest into that. So yeah, that's a good one. But also the other thing I mentioned at the beginning was how, like at my workplace, we have the apprentice program. You don't have to go to school to be an airplane mechanic. You can actually just come to my work and work as a mechanic helper, be around the area, like work on airplanes. And then after like 2 years, you get your certification, and then you become like, you don't have to go to school, spend $50,000 to get your license, you know, stuff like that. So if somebody can find places where you can like do a work study program and help your situation.
I think Jay's gonna be a
apprentice.
I'll be your apprentice, your player partner, whatever you need. I know my boy bringing back a little checky check. I need fight for that. No, I'm just playing. But I think I would say before. Oh yeah, I agree with what all y'all said too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But first, I gotta like re-say this because Dino keep talking about this ministry stuff. Like, yes, we got that degree, bro, but you're the only one who actually went to school for that. Terry is a counselor to be.
A pastor counselor.
Yeah, pastor counsel, which is like it's the duo nowadays. Hey, crazy. Right? Then Bonnie is the aviation minister.
You didn't get that. You didn't get that Great Lakes. No way. No way.
About to go there. I'm born in the plains.
Delete.
Let it work.
No. I'm gonna say that like if you go to college, go to a junior college first. If you don't got the financial stability to pay for college outright, go to junior college first. Honestly, it really don't matter which one. Go to a junior college. Junior college are literally way cheaper, and the professors actually might like you there. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? And it's simpler, it's easier. Like, it's way easier to pass a junior college class than it is a university class. Read between the lines.
George Brown test. I'm not sure I've ever passed.
Never even had.
I'm not sure.
Oh, you didn't do Judge Brown? No,
I ain't had to take no George.
bro. You need to return that diploma right now.
Yeah,
On gang.
Somebody's getting talked to.
Did you
Right.
did you go through Lloyd?
I had one Lloyd class.
What?
What
I had like 3 or something.
Yeah, I had all of them. Anything that had Lloyd's name on it.
My main professor was Mike.
Yeah, communication.
Yeah.
Are you using that degree?
Yeah. I like to use my degree.
I know.
For sure.
Where do you use it?
At where?
At Great Lakes.
Great Lakes. Literally.
Man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
Communication. I recruit.
Yeah. Yeah, recruit some people on this podcast. Recruit some people to come to the list.
I got you.
Yeah, you got a platform right now. It's all you. Send a message to people out there who want to join Great Lakes Christian College.
Listen, if you want to be a winner, come get with me. I reside at the lakes, Great Lakes Christian College, right there. You know.
Man,
oh my God.
All you gotta do with George class is focus on everything else except the quotes, and you're gonna pass it. Because those quotes I failed every time.
That dude will ask you who said this line. Like I never even opened the book.
We read like 50 of them.
I don't even know what book he's asking her. Like he from the exam, like who said this quote? Like what? Where is even that quote from? Like I don't even know what the title of the book.
Can't relate, guys. Can't relate.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, I appreciate you being here and talking about this topic, and I'm sure like kids out there, I would say my last word would be, if you don't really know what you want from college, don't go.
Mm-hmm.
Just use your money somewhere else, start a business, take financial, get money, start a business, and do that. Because the amount of money you're gonna spend in college when you're not gonna use a degree, you could start a business and use it for something else. So
it's like a personal finance class.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Learn economics.
Or invest in stocks.
Yeah, come get with me. I'll get you right, dog.
Terry, what are your final remarks for the listeners and people out there who are planning to go to college?
I said it earlier, is just be educated in something. College ain't for everybody. If it's for you, you go at it. Just do your research. If it's not for you, learn a trade. Be educated in something.
It wasn't for you.
You what? I got something for you.
About Dino, what are your final remarks for?
I'd say, don't let anyone pressure you to do something you don't want to do. It's kind of like how Terry's saying, like, if you feel like you're not equipped for it, that's okay. There's things like YouTube out there that can teach you, in ways that may be easier or better for you. So don't be pressured. Don't feel like because society says this, you have to do that. Just be real with yourself. If that's something you want to do and you're mentally ready for it and financially, ready for it, go for it 100%. But if those things don't check your boxes, you don't have to.
This ugly picture back up.
But anyway,
don't be a hater.
I think Dino is the only person who I haven't hosted like separately on this podcast. And I'm going to ask you this question. I've asked both of these guys when I hosted them. What gets you excited about life?
The fact that I have a life.
Right.
honestly, you know, being able to interact with the people. What?
Say that, boy. Say that. Say
You know,
that.
it is a blessing. It's a true blessing to be able to wake up every morning or every day and just, soak in what life's about, see God's creation work in fruition. There's goods and bads to it, but the fact that I get to experience it.
Right.
That's a good answer, Dino. I ain't gonna lie. I like your answer.
Thank you.
Now, the final question that I'm going to ask while I'm recording is, Dino and Jay, you've played one-on-one basketball. Who won out of, I don't know how many times you've played, like who wins one-on-one?
10 times. If we play 10 times, I've beaten Jay once.
Oh, what?
I'm somewhere 3-4 years ago. Come on now. You beat that defense was what? Jay Quinn Jones. I beat Danny Buegar, Jay Quinn Jones in one-on-one one time. I admit it was once, but
wait. It was not one-on-one.
What do you mean it wasn't one-on-one?
It was 3 dribbles with multiple people. So that means you scored on other people.
Jay, let him have his victory.
I know.
God.
Right?
But I don't want him giving a false testimony.
No, he gave you 9. He took 1. So you still have like 90%.
Right. If you played 10, I beat you once.
Yourself, yo.
He beat me in a game once. Don't say you beat me one-on-one. Like, no.
But anyway,
in the game.
It's okay. It's okay.
I just said you beat me in a game. You're not beating me one-on-one though. Like, that's impossible.
All right, we're gonna have to set this. No, you play pro now, so you might be a little different. No, but I'm a futsal player, y'all. So
we forgot to introduce the professional futsal player, Lansing City's.
He went to the end of the show to say that.
I know, right?
He'll mess with you for real, Dino. Yeah.
No, that's what I wanted when I said let's introduce, but like I'll cut it and fix it in the introduction. Yeah.
Hey, bro, you got a lot of stuff to cut.
Right.
There's a proverb that says, "He who laughs last laughs best." So if I introduce you at the end, then that's what people are gonna take away. Like, oh, dude, he was a Lansing City pro goalkeeper. Like, somebody won't forget that because it's. But if you say it at the beginning, then they listen to all what we say. They're gonna forget it.
I don't think they're gonna forget I'm a pro basketball player.
But anyway, let me make my conclusion, and then we can stay on chat a little bit, and then we can.
I want.
But yeah, I want to appreciate you guys for your time to sit here with me and laugh. This is always my exciting moment to just see all of you and smile. We're all in different places, but thank God for internet that we're able to come and chill here and just talk about some topics and bring back the memories from college. So thank you very much for being here, and be blessed. But hey there, I am Bonnie Kibuka, the host of the Ugandan Boy Talk Show. Thanks for watching my video, and don't forget to hit subscribe and share with a friend. Tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time for a new episode about my podcast. And for more information about this podcast, follow me on my Instagram page, talk_show_256.